Hey everyone, I'm so excited to share this beautiful winter scenery painting with you all, and trust me, you will learn and enjoy from this step-by-step painting process. And now without any delay, let's get started. And here are the materials we will be using today. In the step 1 of the painting, we are going to begin with the background. So now take your flat brush and take some Naples yellow and just apply the color here. And I'm going to just use the color in a circular form, and we are going to apply more colors in this background. And in this background we are going to especially use all the pastel colors. And now we have the color yellow pink. I really like this color yellow pink, and we are going to blend the colors yellow pink with this Naples yellow to get a beautiful transition between the two colors. Now load your brush with pink color, and we are going to mix this pink with this yellow pink to get a beautiful colors. I really like to paint with pastel colors. The colors give a very beautiful and aesthetic look in our painting. Now mix some white with this light purple, and we are going to use this lighter shade of purple in the bottom of the canvas like this. And now you can see the beautiful transition of colors right from the Naples yellow. Now we are applying the color light purple. I really like this shades of colors. They give a beautiful effect in our painting. For this beautiful winter scenery painting, I think the pastel colors are good choice. In the step 2 of this painting, we are going to mix the color burnt sienna with the white to paint the bird house. Here we are using the light shade of burnt sienna to paint the outline of this bird house. So once we finish adding the outline, then we can add more colors, and you can get the image of this bird house in the description. You can check the link in the description. Here I am applying the color burnt sienna to paint the shadow part in the chain. Now let's take the color burnt sienna, and we are painting the house now. And you can use your round brush or a small flat brush to fill the colors. And now let's paint the roof, and here we are using the same color, and this color should be little darker as they are in the shadow part of this house. And now let's paint the front part of the house. So this color is little lighter than the color we have used earlier. And now let's paint the roof here. So I have added more white to make the color more light, and here we are adding the shadow for the house. In the roof of the house we can add more details, so here I am using the color black to add some details. Now let's mix the color black with the burnt sienna to get a dark shade of brown, and here we are painting the entrance of the house. At first I decided to add the shape in a circle shape, and later I changed my mind to paint a hearten shape. And now we are creating the texture of the wood. It is really easy to paint the texture of the wood. All you need to do is take some dark brown, and we are going to add some line. We have to add some random line like this to create the texture of the wood. Here is an interesting news about this painting. Since it's a Christmas and winter season, I decided to paint something unique, but I had no idea. So I asked my Instagram followers to give me some inspiration through emoji. After all the response, this one seemed a little challenging, but I have to thank all of them for their time and effort. As you can see, I was so excited to paint these beautiful emojis into a painting. Now it's time to add some snow around the house. So here we have the color purple, and I just mix some white with the purple, and now we are painting the shadow part of the snow. Then we can paint some highlight in the snow, and here I am using my flat brush to add the texture of the snow. So once the layer is completely dry, now take the color white and add the highlight in the snow. Now we we are in the step 3 and it's time to paint leaves and fruits, and here we have the color sap green and I have mixed some white to make it little light, and we are using this color to paint the stem and leaves. It always feels really amazing to paint the winter scenery painting because I really like to paint the snow and the beautiful and aesthetic snowy background and snowman. And if you are looking for snowman inspiration, then you can check this painting. In this painting you can see step-by-step guidance to paint the snow couple, and also you can learn how to paint the beautiful light effects in the background. So don't miss this painting if you are really interested in snowman painting. In this painting we are adding layers of leaves, and the leaves in the distance we are painting them in the light color, so I have added more white, and the leaves in the foreground we are making them little darker, so you need to reduce the amount of white you are adding with your green paint. I really like the shapes of the leaves. You can see the shape is really amazing, and once we fill the color using the sap green, we are going to add the lighter green, and you can mix some monostral green with your sap green and apply the color here to get a light shades in your leaves painting. If you are someone who is really interested in painting winter scenery, then you can check this playlist. In this playlist you will learn how to paint beautiful winter scenery painting with a step-by-step guidance. So if you are really interested in winter scenery painting, then don't miss this playlist. We can add more elements in this painting to make it more beautiful. So here I decided to add a branch, and rotate your brush like this to create the texture and the beautiful shape of the branch, and we are adding some leaves in this branch. Using the color primary red, let's add some fruit in this painting. So we have to take our round brush and we have to draw some small circle shapes for the fruits. Now take the color white and add some small white dots in the center of the fruits. And don't forget to cover the branch with snow. So here we are using the same light purple color to paint the snow in the branches. In the final and the fourth step of this painting, we are painting the beautiful sparrow, and here we have the color grey. So I just mix the color white and black to get a grey shade, and we are using this grey shade to paint the feather of the bird. This is not a very detailed bird painting. We are going to add some small details in this bird painting. First we are going to apply some colors for the base. So here we have added the color grey, and now we'll mix some yellow, orange and white to get a beautiful and warm shade of color. With this color let's add a pinch of red, and now we are adding the color for the face. Now let's mix white and yellow to get a warm and light shade of yellow, and we are using this color in the stomach part of the bird, and we are going to blend the colors. And you can see we have applied the color light orange previous, and now we are mixing both of the colors to get a beautiful transition between the colors. In the bottom of the body, let's apply the color grey, and we are mixing the color grey with the previous color. Here we are adding the color dark grey in the wings of the bird, and we are going to add more details once the base layer is completely dry. Now let's mix the color red and orange to get a dark shade of orange, and we are using this color around the peak. Now it's time to add some details in the wings. So here we have the color black, and we are adding some small strokes for the wings. Also you can use some white to add some details in the feathers. Now let's take some dark grey, and we are using this dark grey to add the details in the feather, and you need to use your detailing brush to draw some random small lines like this. And while adding the shape of lines, you have to follow the flow of the body. Mix some orange and black to get a dark shade of orange, and we are using this dark color to add the details in the body. And in this painting you have to see I am using the detailing brush to add the details, so you can use your detailing brush. If you don't have a detailing brush, you can use the tip of your round brush, and we have to add some tiny and very small line like this. If you are new here, consider this your official welcome. I am Raksana, an acrylic painting artist, passionate about sharing my creativity with you. On this channel, you can see easy to follow painting techniques and tutorials. If you are really interested in my painting and my painting tutorial, then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms to know all the regular updates about my paintings. I am using the color black to draw the peak of the bird, and you can see I am adding some small details in the peak. So get the color light grey, and we are adding some details here. And it's time to paint the eye of the bird, and we are using the color black. Once we apply the color black, and around this eye we are adding some white color, and it will create a beautiful effect in our painting. And in the center of the bird eye we can add some white dot, and now the bird is ready. And we have to paint the cap for the bird, so here I am using the color primary red. So first I am going to just apply the color like this to paint the base of the cap, then we can add some details later. Mix some black with the red to make it little darker, and we are adding this dark red to create the shadow part in the cap. You can mix some white and red to get a light shade of red, and we are using this light shade of red in the light part of this cap. And we are finishing this painting adding a leaf here, and we are using the same technique now. And that's a wrap. Here is the final result of our painting. Share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. Thanks for creating with me. See you in the next video with a step-by-step guidance. Until then, have fun with colors.